How do we begin to feel more alive? Hi, I am Dr. Kori Propst, the Ground Zero health psychologist committed to helping you rebuild a more powerful life, and I'm the creator of the Mental Edge Academy. In this fourth video of my 5-video series on why self-awareness, I am following up with one simple technique to what I shared with you yesterday in video number 3. So recall the time in strategy, not time out, time inward, okay? We go inward to respond to what's within the mind. And we do this with a very curious and observational presence and quality, okay? We look at what's filtering through the mind like a movie on a movie marquee. Now, there's a second part to the time in, and what it does is it requires us to navigate our attention downstairs. This technique is called take the stairs. Now, all of us are pretty familiar with this in the fitness and health world. Well, this is no different. We need to take the stairs as it is related to our emotional and psychological health. So this is kind of a new take on the downtime that I hear all the time, people saying that they need. People are feeling really desperate for some sense of respite, okay? Most of us think that and fall into this sort of pattern of downtime being this zoning out. I need downtime. I'm going to sit in front of the TV and just binge watch, the latest episodes of Sex Ed or whatever it is that you're watching currently. But the best downtime is actually spent with the mind engaged and with the mind focused and concentrated. So I want you guys to close your eyes. If you're in a place where you can close your eyes, if you're driving, please don't do this. Close your eyes and imagine the most recent situation in which your life felt somewhat uncomfortable or disorganized or unpleasant in some way, okay? Maybe there was some anxiety present or a sense of worry or hurriedness or uneasiness. And notice the mind in those moments, okay? Notice how it's spinning with thoughts about maybe what might happen or the actions you took that upset another person or the actions that another person took that upset you, okay? So across the marquee of the mind, imagine those thoughts. They may be moving really fast. They may be kind of like poking you and coming in really quickly. They may be kind of going by slowly and they're really repetitive. I don't know. Close your eyes and imagine it in this moment. Now, as you watch them, note the type of thoughts that they are. We talked about this in the previous video. Are they blaming thoughts? Are they defensive thoughts? Are they regretful thoughts? Perhaps they're fearful thoughts. Perhaps they're protective thoughts. Okay, you might notice that in times of hurt or difficulty or pain, you have a natural tendency to go to protection or defensiveness. There's almost this sense of, it turns into unskillful pride almost, where you start defending yourself. Maybe the thoughts go to something like this. You're so stupid for not picking up on that sooner. What is wrong with you that you can't figure this out? And so the thoughts might be labeled as self-critical, okay? We go to how we're not worthy, or we're not good enough, or that we're wrong all the time, all right? I don't know. This is what we're practicing, noticing and observing these things. Now, it is like, put a pin in this, guys. So often our behaviors are protective, like I mentioned, because They serve to put like a salve on an old wound. But what they aren't is effective. Protective, but not effective. And in my Mental Edge Academy, we're getting deep into this. Where do those wounds even come from? But so now, very gently, as you're imagining, okay, with your eyes closed, let's regroup. Gently imagine walking your attention, you know what, you're arm in arm with your attention, with the mind. Gently imagine walking your attention down the stairs from the mind to your heart. And we're gonna sit right there for a little bit, okay? In that heart, and imagine breathing from your heart. And we just think of breathing coming from the lungs, the diaphragm, stomach area. Imagine breathing from your heart. Okay? And from there, let's gently take a few more stairs and guide our attention down to the basement of the belly. Now feel what it's like to breathe from there. Feel the expansion as you take an inhale, and feel the release as you exhale. The tension that was in your body when you started this process with me, what you'll find will begin to dissipate. Okay, the tension that was there as a result of the anxious thoughts, the defensive thoughts, the protective thoughts, the angry thoughts, the discouraged thoughts, whatever it was that was there for you in the mind, when we can gently walk down the stairs to the heart and into the belly and feel the body breathing, we give our bodies and our minds a chance to deactivate. Okay? So, in this process, if you notice that the mind kind of yanks itself back up the stairs, what you can do is you can gently, imagine this like a lot of you are parents, I'm positive of this, or you have small animals, puppies or kittens that need you to go run after them. Okay? When they leave from where you want them to be, okay, you don't run after them and blast them and judge them and say, what the hell is wrong with you? You sit right here and don't go anywhere. And I know we want to do this a lot of times, but we understand that it's not the most skillful or wise thing to do. We go over and we gently guide them back. That's what we begin to do with our minds, and then gently walk our minds down the stairs to the belly of our bodies. This is a below the neck exercise. Most of us are always living in our heads. We're always thinking, we're analyzing, we're assessing, and we need to bring it down. We need to take the stairs, downstairs to our bodies. So remember, guys, remember during your downtime inward to take the stairs into the heart and then into the basement. We're always in the attic. We need to go down to the basement, see what's in there, right? This is going to help you enhance self-awareness. The bonuses of doing this, really embodying, being embodied and grounded there instead of up here all the time, being intellectual all the time, are that we have greater focus, greater clarity. We have decreased mind wandering. Why is this really important, guys? Because research actually shows that the more our minds wander when they're not focused and they're not engaged in one thing, the less overall happiness we experience. All right? When left to its own devices, the mind defaults to planning and future-oriented stuff and regretting and what happened in the past and all the things that have gone wrong or could go wrong. That's where the mind goes, because we have a negativity bias. We're looking for all the threats that might occur. When not occupied, this series of linked areas in our brains called the default mode network is activated, all right? So taking the stairs and training the mind gives us the ability to deactivate the default mode network, which results in greater happiness, sense of engagement in life, and that energy that we're looking for in our lives. Thanks, guys.